During the Revolutionary War, delegates from the 13 states met in Philadelphia and formed the Continental Congress to lead the nation. But they wanted to set up a permanent national government too. So in 1777, Congress approved the Articles of Confederation. This document set up a national government to make the laws and deal with foreign nations. But Congress made this central government weak because the members wanted the states to have more power. As a result, the government could not enforce its laws, regulate trade between the states, or even collect taxes. Over the years, the government grew weaker, and unrest in the states grew stronger. In western Massachusetts, Daniel Shays and 1,000 angry farmers tried to seize weapons from a state warehouse in 1786. Although the state militia put down Shays' rebellion, it scared many Americans. They worried that without a strong government, the nation might not survive the next uprising. So most of the states sent delegates to Philadelphia to revise the Articles of Confederation and make the government stronger. Although the purpose of the meeting was to change the Articles of Confederation, many delegates argued that it was necessary to create an entirely new form of government. Virginia delegate James Madison wrote a plan for a central government with 3 separate branches. This division was meant to ensure that no single branch of government had too much power. This power-sharing system is called checks and balances. An executive branch, headed by the president, would carry out the laws. A judiciary would settle disputes. And a newly formed Congress made of 2 houses would make the laws. Not all the delegates agreed with Madison's plan, though. One main obstacle was the number of representatives each state would have in Congress. The small states wanted every state to have the same number of representatives, while the larger states wanted representation based on each state's population. Finally, the delegates agreed that each state would receive the same number of members in one house, the Senate, but that the number of members in the House of Representatives would be based on a state's population. The delegates made other compromises too, but after weeks of debate, they at last agreed on the final document, the Constitution of the United States. On September 17, 1787, the delegates signed the Constitution. For it to become law, though, the Constitution had to be ratified by the states. Some states approved the Constitution quickly, but others resisted because they thought it gave the federal government too much power. A political battle took place in New York. There, Alexander Hamilton and others published newspaper articles explaining why the country needed the Constitution. These articles, which became known as the Federalist Papers, helped persuade New Yorkers to approve the Constitution. Many states criticized the Constitution for not protecting the basic freedoms people had fought for during the American Revolution. Supporters of the Constitution agreed to add a Bill of Rights that would protect those freedoms. Once the Constitution was approved, a new government was formed. It approved the first 10 amendments of the Constitution. They became the Bill of Rights, which guarantees freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and many of the other rights that Americans enjoy to this day.